forward at square. That's gone all the way as well. Flat bat 6. Gets underneath at the end of the partnership, the end of the big innings. Another quick single. This is a mix-up, a direct hit. Could be out, should be out. It is out anyway. And he's gone straight through and cleaned up. The lights go up. Notices his middle stump is missing. Oh, it's flat and it's straight. One bounce, 4 runs. square. That's gone all the way as well. Flat bat 6. Gets underneath at the end of the partnership, the end of the big innings. Another quick single. This is a mix-up, a direct hit. Could be out, should be out. It is out anyway. And he's gone straight through and cleaned up. The lights go up. Notices his middle stump is missing. Oh, it's flat and it's straight. One bounce, 4 runs. forward of square. That's gone all the way as well. Flat bat 6. Gets underneath at the end of the partnership, the end of the big innings. Another quick single. This is a mix-up, a direct hit. Could be out, should be out. It is out anyway. And he's gone straight through and cleaned up. The lights go up. Notices his middle stump is missing. Oh, it's flat and it's straight. One bounce, 4 runs. Again, another milestone brought up with a maximum of the 100-run partnership.
Come on, yeah. Let's go. Hey. Come on, yeah. Let's go. Hey. Come on.
A very warm welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series. Aaron Bush with you, and a bumper round 4 match coming your way It's the Jordan Derby, USRC up against KCC. USRC, you can see on screen, have won the toss, elected to have a bowl, so the team in green from Kowloon Cricket Club will be out with bat in hand shortly. The umpire's about to head out to the middle as well. All to play for. USRC, 2 games, 2 losses, unexpected by the big USRC team. They'll be looking to get their first points of the season. Meanwhile, KCC last week dropping their first game of the season, winning the first 2, losing to Pack last week by 18 runs, which means they're 2-1. A win today could well seal a place in March's final. A loss, though, is going to put a lot of teams on 4 points when we get to the end after round 5. This is the last game for Kowloon Cricket Club to play. They've played 3 already. This is their 4th. And in March, before the final round, USRC will be in action there as well. Just waiting for the umpires to come out to the middle, and while they do, we'll run through the playing teams today. USRC, the home team today, and the captain and wicketkeeper Shahid Wasif. Also playing today, Mohammed Abbas, Aftab Hussain, Akbar Khan, Ali Hassan, Baba Hyatt moving across to USRC this season from KCC, Bhavik Jarat, and Farhad Hyatt joining his cousin across at USRC from KCC. Benny Paris Singh, Zakir Hyatt, rounding out the 3 Hyatts playing for USRC this season. And rounding out the playing 11, Ragved Insukar, whose name's on screen but not expected to open the bowling. I think that'll be Benny Paris Singh. For KCC today, just the one change that I can see from last week. Chris Carter is out. Sunny Bimsaria back into the squad. Expecting to see him and Jamie open the batting today. And it is Benny Paris Singh just there, top of screen now, getting the ball ready from the pavilion end. So Samad Khan, Azaz Khan, Atiq Iqbal, Dan Pascoe, Dash Vora, Hassan Khan, the captain Jamie Atkinson, Sunny Bimsaria, the wicketkeeper Tommy Heisinger, head coach Wakas Barkat, and Zenden Verster rounding out the playing 11 today. There's the captain for USRC, top of screen, gloves on, Shahid Wasif. And it is Jamie to take strike. And it will be Sunny B at the non-strikers end as expected. Almost ready for game time here in the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series. A beautiful afternoon, warm February day here in Hong Kong. Cloud cover though, just keeping it not too bad. A little bit of breeze, but not too much. Mid to low 20s, the temperature. Perfect cricket conditions. Look around the field. Benny's got a long off out in the deep. And he's got a deep extra cover, deep cover on the shorter boundary. The pitch today across towards the swimming pool pavilion. So the swimming pool pavilion boundary, you expect to get peppered. Umpires Venkatesh and Dar doing the officiating. Ramasamy Venkatesh there on screen at the pavilion end. We're ready to get underway. Benny Paris Singh to Jamie Atkinson. Goes full first. Just dots back. Umpire Tabarak Dar will be the officiating umpire from the Austin Road end. Brings the length back a touch this time, Benny, and that's just pushed out to that fielder at deep cover. First runs off the bat for KCC today. Sunny Bimsaria back in the side. Will be on strike. Got the Premier League captain and the KCC Templars captain out in the middle together, as always. These two have opened the batting many a time together. Now for Sunny, they've brought that extra cover inside the circle and put a deep mid-wicket of Ali Hassan. Staying with the long off as well. Sunny taking his time to get set. And just dotted it out to, I think that's Zakir Hyatt at long off. You can tell always Zakir from his bright red shoes. Makes life easy for a commentator to pick out in the field. Another single. That one's just going to be dotted. Akbar Khan at extra cover. Wideish mid-off position, sort of floating between the two. He's not in close for a catch. All back on the 30-yard circle. Got the slip in place, you can see. And Shahid up to the stumps for Benny. Bubba in the slip cordon. Also got a point. And a fly gully as well. That one's eased onto the leg side. Ali Hassan does the fielding. So just singles to start with. Solid from both teams. It's hard to tell in this morning's game what the seamers are going to do this afternoon, but we did see a bit of spin on offer for the Women's Premier League match. We'll see how the spinners come into play later on. Oh, looks to hoik it onto the leg side, manages to flick it up in the air, and that fly gully was almost in play. It's going to be a 4, but it's a fluky 4 to round out the first after 1. KCC 7 for none. Aftab Hussain to bowl the first over from the Austin Road end. And with that shorter boundary towards the swimming pool pavilion. I know Jamie likes to go leg side. They put a forward square in the deep. And they're putting a long on in place as well. No slip. Fly gully on the edge of the circle, plus a point cover, extra cover. Zakir Hyatt at extra cover, just in perhaps 5 or 6 metres towards the pitch. Bit of a catching position, mid-off, mid-wicket catching position as well. There he goes, but it came off the toe of the bat. Did not get all of that one, Jamie. Looking to go across the line early to the spin. Barkant doing a good job there, cutting that one off. Got some good spinners in the squad, USRC. Aftab and Ali Hassan. Comes down the pitch. Can he beat Akbar this time? He can't, so he has to scurry. Another good piece of fielding, but they find the single. A little yes, no, yes between Sonny and Jamie. No damage done. Looks like Sonny was taking guard on leg stump there. Left arm around the wicket. Stance suggests perhaps off middle. Gets a full toss. And that one was going down leg, but wow. That one really should have been put into the now empty swimming pool at the swimming pool pavilion. As we're in the winter months. Missed out. Be a little upset with himself there, Bimsaria. Just got deceived a touch by the drift. Pulls the length back. This time goes thwack through mid-wicket. But again, not quite out of the middle. Deep square leg comes around to cut that one off, keep it to 1. So pretty tidy start here from Aftab. Missed the 2 singles so far. Jamie comes down, decides to go offside, lofts it up all the way on top of the training nets for 6. First maximum of the game for Atkinson. Rounds out a over that goes for 8 in the end. 2 done. KCC 15 for none. Apologies, looks like there's still another delivery left. And too many in the system. So this is the final delivery. Jamie goes up and over the top again. This time it's going to be 1 bounce, 2 bounces, trickles over towards the little red tractor for back-to-back boundaries, and that becomes a very big over. 12 runs coming from the second. KCC 19 for none. Benny Parasingh starts with the Yorker to Sunny. The run starting to flow. Atkinson aggressive against Aftab. Popped up in the air, coming towards our broadcast position. Didn't get much of that one either, Sonny. Just landed on the circle. Ali Hassan picks up on the bounce. Sonny gets a single. Perhaps going to get to skid on a touch there, Benny. Oh, winds up, keeps the back foot down. Funny looking at that one. It's like he had the back foot down. Shahid took the bails off and then the back foot moved, but the bails had already been dislodged when the foot moved. It is a dot. You can see the intent from Atkinson. He's being aggressive early. Oh, and that's flicked away through the Atco zone. Another 6 flicked off the pads. 3 square leg for a maximum. His second. He's racing along. 19 off 10 now. Kind of zone that Jamie likes, where he can get to play off the pads. And even though it's a bit longer than, say, last weekend's pitch, still made it easily over the ropes for a maximum. And that one's been put down. Oh, chance goes begging. Had that fly gully in place for just that mistake. Flew away. Well, eventful over already. 1 ball left to the third. Drops it in short. Given the tree, but that's a big one. Into the tree. Bounces back down And it'll be 2 sixes and a chance going begging as Atkinson moves to the quarter century mark after 3, halfway through the power play. KCC 32 for none. Change of bowling from the Austin Road end after Aftab went for 12. It's going to be Mohammed Abbas. Right arm over. Sonny on 7. Got 1 boundary to his name, but it was that fluky one which he didn't mean to hit it at. Still looking to find it out of the middle. It's a full 22-yard delivery there from Abbas as well. Front foot right next to the stumps. Mixing up the length. Keep an eye on it throughout the over. See if that's the norm or just a ploy. Atkinson doing a little bit of gardening. Oh, drops it in short. Can't do that. That one has left the ground, I think. That might be on Jordan Path. Another big one. And this is the attack to the shorter boundary I was talking about earlier. 4th maximum for Jamie today. And how may they rue that missed opportunity. He's into the 30s now. As a new ball has to come on out. Last week, KCC struggled with the bat. Couldn't chase out PACC's score. Third umpire, Shelton de Cruz, bringing out a selection as we're in the 4th over. Quite the discussion. By the time they agree, they might find the ball back up on Jordan Path. Someone from USRC has been dispatched to go find it. Anyway, we have a replacement pill. And we can continue. Putting a deep mid-wicket back at the swimming pool pavilion. Looks to go offside. Doesn't quite clobber it out of the middle. Just picks out Ali Hassan. There's that deep mid-wicket position I was talking about. I think it's Akbar out there. It's Aftab, I should say. Oh, it's not a bug, it's a feature for Abbas. That front foot always on the line with the stumps. Obviously doesn't feel like he needs to use the front crease. Or had issues with it previously. No chance of an overstep when the front foot's there. Shahid was appealing. No interest from umpire Tabarak Dar. So after the maximum, Abbas managing to pull this one back with 3 dots in a row. A couple of the victorious Lantau Ladies Premier League team players, as that's chopped away nicely. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Just scoop that one out to keep the runs flowing. 11 runs coming from the 4th. KCC into the 40s. After 4, they're 43 for none, going at 10.75. Looks like a change in bowling from the pavilion end. Benny to have a rest. Farhad Hyatt into the attack. He knows bowling from this pavilion end very well after playing for KCC Premier and Templars last year. He's given the duty often and got wickets often. Probably his best season ever last year. He came across to KCC. Both bat and ball. Dangerous all-rounder. Be sunny on strike. No extras yet. 43 off the bat for the 43 runs. So in that respect, it's good for USRC. They won't be happy about the 10.75 and no wickets so far in the power play. They're hoping both of those things can change with Farhad, who comes in from the pavilion end. And he's been given caught behind. The finger goes up by umpire Venkat. Sonny's gone. That's the first wicket to fall. Farhad doing what he does. Gets a wicket with his first delivery. Vimsaria out for 8 as KCC lose their first on 43. Samad Khan coming in at number 3. The young superstar for KCC and under-19 cricket Hong Kong China. Vice captain. It was in the last rotation. Might be a bit old for the new rotation. Plays his cricket in Sydney. I want to say North Shore because he's told me this a number of times and I'm racking my brain to remember. Sounds familiar. Anyway, he's over here and has been for quite some time before university starts again. Hoping to find some runs today. On the cusp of also being considered for the Hong Kong China men's team, who have that big Balhinia Falcon Trophy tournament coming up starting next Wednesday. 4 T20s against Kuwait and then 3 one-day games. All will be broadcast, of course. I'll be down at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground for Wednesday afternoon for that one. But we've got to get through some more Premier League before that. So it's Farhad to Samad. And that's been yeeted down the leg side. Chase is on. Is he going to get there? Yes, he will. That's a good chase down, actually. Is that Bubba? It was Bubba. He was very quick. He gets quicker in the field each time I see him, Bubba. But perhaps getting a little older, he might slow down, but no, getting fitter and fitter. Anyway, a couple of extras, the first of the game. Wrapped on the pad. Looks like that's dragging down the leg side. Captain Shahid Wasif is going to appeal for everything. The angle to the left-hander, shaping in and down. It's a bit tougher for Farhad to get the line correct. Puts it too far outside the off stump. Samad will attack. And it could be out anyway. And it's a great catch. That's the end of Samad Khan. He's out for a ducks. Farhad's got 2 in and over. As KCC lose their second on 46. Benny Parasingh with a great catch. That was crunched. But he just held his ground. Got himself set nicely. This was a good catch. Out in the deep. Could have easily gone through the hands. It was hit that well, but Samad doesn't trouble the scorers, and KCC have gone from 44 for none to 46 for 2. A job to do for Azaz Khan in early. Said they hadn't got any wickets in the power play, and they've got 2 now. And that man that does the job when he's at KCC, whether it's for KCC or for now USRC. Still 3 balls left of Farhad's first over. And that's an appeal to try to bluff umpire Venkat. Didn't work. He's bowled 3 legal deliveries and 2 of them have been wickets. He's also put 2 down the leg side. How quickly a game changes. KCC looking on top after 4. They won't want to lose another wicket in the power play. These two will have to just grind it out. Not sure we'll see much change in the way Jamie is playing. He loves to attack and has done most of the scoring for KCC, 35 of 47. Farhad's given KCC 3. So just 9 other runs. That was from Sonny. But he's found the ball that went for 6 on Jordan Path. Somebody walking along up the top has picked that one up. There it is. Into the pocket it goes. On the leg stump, just sort of squared up there, Azaz. Just looking to push it maybe onto the leg side, but ends up a little bit on the offside. Beaten this time. Staying a little low on Azaz. What an over that was. No runs off the bat. 3 extras, 2 wickets in the 5th. KCC 47 for 2. Mixing it up from the Austin Road end. Aftab Hussain back into the attack. After Mohammed Abbas bowled the previous over from the Austin Road end. Atkinson, who was down the non-striker's end for all that action of the previous over, back on strike on 35. Strike rate over 200. Drops it in short. That's in the air too, almost to the trap. Benny was diving to his left, but couldn't get hands on it. Picks up a 4 to start things off. Just a little poke around the corner from Atkinson. But they had a little bit of a trap set there. He didn't decide to go up and over the top and go for 6. Just a dab poke around the corner and almost hold out to the fine leg floating on the edge of the circle. This time winds up, misses it all, and has gone on to middle stump. Gets the breakthrough, a 3rd wicket in the power play. Atkinson departs for 39. KCC 51 for 3. Played across the line here, Jamie. Missed it all. Looking to go bigger this time. He departs. Very handy 39, but all of a sudden, in 7 deliveries, 8 deliveries, 8 legal deliveries, KCC have lost 3 wickets. And a little bit of trouble. Zendon Verster comes to the crease at number 5. A very capable batter as well. joining Azaz, who's yet to get off the mark. So two brand new batters looking to grind out the power play. Offed up into the wicket column. Copped some stick. 7 deliveries went for 16. The 8th delivery was perfect. Watchful to start with from Verster. Bit wider and cut away. Good way to get off the mark. Zenden finds the boundary off his 2nd delivery. Had to thread the needle here. Did so. Winds up, calls a catch, but no mid-off in place, only a long off. Zenden was good against PACC in that losing side last week. Top score for KCC, 67 off 35. Job to do again today. Last game, Azaz only managed 8 before he was stumped. Oh, he gets a full toss. Didn't get that one out of the middle either. Another gift going begging perhaps for KCC. Does get off the mark though. Shake of the head from Azaz. The end of the over, a successful one for USRC, but still 10 runs coming from it. The power play is done. Caroline Cricket Club 57 for 3. Fahad Hyatt to continue. What an over that first one was. There's 3 extras, 2 wickets. Another one dragged down the leg side. Starts with a wide again. It was wide +2, so 4 off the first over in extras. Now 5. Still no runs off the bat. Too fast for Azaz, trying to use the wrists. Might have even picked up a yard or 2 apace. Fahad looking zippy today. Again, doesn't find it out of the middle, Azaz. Only Hassan in the deep. Does some good fielding. Would have been close. I think Zenden was safely back for the second. And now they're going to make a change in the field. Ali Hassad has been moved in to cover. And Bubba Hyatt will go to deep cover. Apologies, mid-wicket and deep forward square. And the two for the right-handers. Oh, he's hit that hard and straight. There's 4 runs. No problems with that one, not coming out of the middle. That one was smoked by Azaz. He looks like he's got his eye in now. Of course, always a good spot at KCC to the bowlers from the pavilion end. Target the short boundary if you can get it past the bowler. Usually mid-on, mid-off, even if they're out in the deep. Too wide to cut it off. And full on the toes. Now Bubba has to do some work through square. Keeps it to 1. Two times Farhad went to start. Now he's ready on a third one, as is Zenden. Oh, it's a very good ball. Pretty sure there was the inside edge onto the pads, which is why it was a muted appeal. Soft hands through point, but early calls of no. Rounds it out with 2 dots. But a good over for KCC. 8 runs coming from the 7th. That's 65 for 3. So they're going to change up again from the Austin Road end. Haven't bowled the same person twice, I don't think. Ali Hassan for the first time today. He's been in some spectacular form. I called the All-Stars earlier. Back in January, was it? Can't remember. It was a while ago. And he was spectacular over at Ting Kwong Road. And we did see a little bit of spin on offer this morning. So if anyone's going to generate some spin, especially with his googly, could be Ali Hassad. Starts with a full one. Azaz swats it down, protection it. Long on, means just 1. No idea how much the pitch is spinning with the full toss. Need to drag the length back a touch. Time does pull it back, but still quite full. And eases it out to deep point. Oh, Yorker length this time. As ours chops out through cow corner. I'll just be happy with it. Single on that one. Oh, goes a long way back. Gets some turn away this time. And it's a good ball. And that's the one. You can bowl 3 or 4 of those. And then all of a sudden, the Ali Hassan Googly comes out and comes in and finds your middle stump. Drops the length back too much there. Should be cut off in the deep. Is. So 4 singles to start Ali Hassan's spell today after 8. KCC 69 for 3. Another change in bowling for USRC. Zakia Hyatt taking over from Farhad. No end of bowling options. Still haven't seen Bubba. He can have a bowl. Akbar Khan. Plenty on the bowling list for USRC. Oh, drops it in short. Work to do for Bubba. He can't cut that off. It's hit too well. Zenden into double figures as well. 67 last week and already 11 off 10 today. Zenden Verster joining KCC last season, moving to Hong Kong. Found a place in the Premier League side. Oh, that's popped in the air. That's a chance. Bubba has put that down. Oh, my goodness. That one was a sit. Verster life on 11. This is back live. And Azaz winds up and almost loses the top of his off stump. Plenty going on. Not sure what happened with Bubba there. That was bread and butter for Bubba. Got there. No, he had to run a long way in because it was falling short, but he got there. Got both hands to it and just popped straight out the front. Right, mark it down. Verster, life on 11. Zaz keeps it along the ground. Keeps it along the ground to Bubba this time. A little mix-up, sent back. Ali Hassan, the bowler's second. First time somebody's bowled back-to-back overs from the Austin Road end. Take us up to the drinks break. And swatted 3-point, beats one, won't beat Bubba. Very fast, saves three. He was onto that like a jackrabbit in the deep. Another half appeal from Shahid. Another tidy over so far from Ali Hassan. Winds up, goes straight, but that's the big long boundary. So it gives long on to time to come around and cut it off. Keeps it to another single. And drops one short and gets the Versta treatment. That's up onto Jordan Path as well. That'll take us into the drinks break. They'll need to find a replacement ball for that one. As Ali Hassan goes down on the ground. Not happy, but he's been dispatched for 6. At the halfway mark of the first innings, KCC 86 for 3. Straight after the drinks break, Zakir Hyatt gets the big breakthrough. Azaz Khan out for 14. An easy catch for Akbar Khan. And the fourth wicket falls for KCC on 88. It's a big wicket. Azaz Khan again, not able to trouble the scorers. Hassan Khan to the crease at number 6. He's been good with the bat. The replacement for Farhad Hyatt. Been good with bat and ball. No Chris Carter in the side today, so he did open the batting last week, actually, Carter. Hassan in at 6. And he starts defensively. Just sees the first ball from Zakir. That's hit hard and hit straight. That's a good way to get off the mark for Hassan Khan. Gets himself a nice boundary. Drops a bouncer in and picks that one up. Goes backward of square. Didn't get it all. Races away to the long boundary. Doesn't quite make the ropes. Happy with 2. End of the over. KCC after 11. Losing another wicket. They're 94 for 4. Ali Hassan to continue. 2 overs, none for 14 so far. This is going to go for 4 as well. Bubba can't get to that one. And Zenden continues on his merry way, moves to 26. Remember, dropped on 11. He's already making them pay, 15 more runs. And apart from that lob out into the deep, he's looked very solid. Shuffles back in the crease this time. Vacant leg side inside the circle. Finds the 1. Looking over towards fine leg. I see Benny Paras Singh stretching out. Still got 2 overs up his sleeve. Oh, that's where that was supposed to go, but instead it's gone straight on a middle stump. Ali Hassan gets the breakthrough. Hassan Khan departs for 6. KCC lose another just before the triple figures. They're 99 for 5. Trying to play it round the corner, missed it all, bowled around his legs. Hassan Khan won't be happy with that as he slams the bat into the turf. And he has to go. And Tommy Heisinger comes to the crease at number 7. He's brought his support crew down with him today. The Heisinger family in town for Chinese New Year. So a whole bunch of them down watching on. They'll be hoping Tom can get in the runs today. 99 for 5. It's a good score. The 99 bit's good. 5 wickets down, though. A little bit of trouble. Don't want to be making the tail enders of Atik and Dash having to pile the runs on at the end. These two need to stick around the 15th, 16th over. Investors looking good. Heisinger looking to play the partnership role. Was out for a duck last week, playing across the line, I think to a spinner as well. So we'll have to be very wary. There's Ali Hassan always in the wickets. Very difficult bowler to pick what ball's coming out of the hand, whether it's the traditional leg spin, the straight one, or the googly. And there we go. Look at that one. That's the leg spinner that zips through. But it also had Heisinger shuffling back. So if there's a ball that comes back in, that's where he traps people on the crease and can pick up so many LBWs. And to get down onto that one quickly as well, Heisinger. Baptism of fire from Ali Hassan. We didn't enjoy being hit for 4 by Verster. He's fought back well. So this one just eased to Zakir at extra cover. End of the over, 5 runs and a wicket coming in the 12th. KCC 99 for 5. Benny Paris Singh, as I suggested, back into the attack. 2 overs, none for 20 so far. Just an easy one onto the leg side. Takes the one, puts Heisinger back on strike, looking to get off the mark. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Long on, long off for Benny. Bringing the deep square leg inside now. There's a deep extra cover as well. Single brought up the 100 for KCC. Still going at a good clip, 8.1 now. Computer saying 163. These two stay together for another 3 or 4 overs. 180's on the cards. Looks to drive hard. Does drive hard. What a way to get off the mark. Crunching it through extra cover. It's a fist bump from Zenden. That's a statement. I'd like to watch the replay of that one, Tom. Back live. Pulls the length back this time, Benny. Kicks up on Shahid. Looks to wind up again. Big inside edge. Lucky straight onto the pads. Could have easily gone onto the stumps. One ball left to the 13th. Drops the length back. That's skied up in the air. Somebody's got to raffle it. Who's going to get underneath it? No one is going to get underneath it, as it just drops in between three. Unlucky for Benny. He's not happy about it either. In the end, Heisinger survives. 6 runs coming from the 13th. KCC 105 for 5. The discussion out there continues. Benny's not happy with Zakir. There's Zakir just going across screen. Aftab Hussain back into the attack. Akbar was there as a chance as well. And somebody else, 3 of them, none of them really attacked. Just dropped into no man's land. Watch on the replay. You can see the players converging. In the end, nobody could get there. All right, Aftab Hussain, 1 for 22 off 2. Been expensive, but has a wicket to his name. Heisinger, almost have to say he got a life there on 4. Skied it in the air and survives. He's on strike. Shuffles back and swats through cow corner. Thoughts of 2, but very good fielding out in the deep. Mohammed Abbas was onto that one quickly from deep mid-wicket. Good fielding off his own bowling from Aftab. Oh, in the air, another one doesn't hole out. That's not a chance, but it was awfully close to carrying to Jarat. Both he and Sulka combined, but split the gap and fell short. So a bit of excitement going on as we head towards the innings break. 6.5 overs remaining. Keeps this one along the ground, out to Bubba in the deep. Another easy single, maybe going for 2 here. Thoughts of it? Thoughts not. Again, onto it very quickly, Abbas, all the way around from deep mid-wicket. There he is there, and he's going to trot all the way back to there, to the swimming pool pavilion where he started. But again, keeps it to 1. And again, Abbas, very good. They're going to run on a little misfield. But he came all the way to there again with a slide, saving 2. So 5 runs coming from the 14th. KCC won 10 for 5. Fahad back into the attack. Benny just bowling the 1 over, leaving 1 remaining. 2 overs, 2 for 12 for Fahad. If he could bowl it straight, the figures would have been even better. Very hard to find runs off the bat. Gives a full toss to Heisinger to start with. Work to do for Sakir. He can't get his hands down to that one. Punched it through cow corner for 4. Heisinger moves into double figures and going into runner ball 11. Farhad doesn't seem impressed with all that, but did bowl a full toss. It was nice and pacey, so Heisinger could take advantage and push it. Got a deep mid-wicket in Bubba Hyatt, then Zakir at a wideish long on. No protection straight. The Yorker from Farhad, good comeback ball. So the projector up to 166. I still think 180 is a chance. Still got Wakas Bakat to come. And if he gets the opportunity to be a pinch hitter with 2 to 3 overs remaining, anything can happen. Goes the bumper. Doing just inside the trams. He's pushing wide. Bumper again, cut in the air, just short of point. Looking to find the backward of point region. Aftab Hussain, good pair of hands, scooped that one up on the half volley. No opportunity, wasn't a drop catch. Wasn't far from carrying. After the boundary, 3 dot balls for Farhad. Rolled the fingers over that one, Farhad. Bottom edge from Tom for a single. He's Verster. Face the final delivery of the 15th. Sizes up the Cox's Road boundary. And looks across, finds a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket and a long on. All out. So goes straight, work to do for Sakir again. Gets down to it this time, nice roll in the field. Get back for a double. Finish off the over, 7 runs coming from the 15th. KCC 117 for 5. Aftab Hussain. Bowl out here. 3 overs, 1 for 27. Heisinger on strike. On 12. Comes a little bit forward and then tries to find that single on the leg side. Knows he went too straight on that one. Wry grin from Aftab. Swats it away. Work to do for Bubba. He gets there. Takes the single. So run rate down to 7.7, but still 5 wickets in hand inside the final 5 overs. I'd like to see, especially Zendon Verster, to start to accelerate here. Winds up. Does he get all of it? He gets all of it. Gets enough of it at least. It didn't go sailing over the swimming pool pavilion. And he gets enough of it, puts it into the KCC dugout. Goes again through cow corner this time. A bit too straight. Benny Paris Singh out at long on. Keeps it to 1. Good run so far for KCC. 8 off the over. Couple of balls remaining. Now Highsinger goes straight. Been busy in the field, Zakia. He's going end to end. Wherever he goes, the ball seems to find him. And full. And scooped out to Bubba. End of the over, 10 runs coming from the 16th. KCC 127 for 5. Farhad Hyatt bowling out here, 2 for 19. Goes full to start with. Protection at deep extra cover. So Verster gets another single. 100 runs for Verster in the last 2 games combined. And again, he's the top scorer for KCC, as he was last week. Gone past Atkinson's 39. Full. Well, it's gone straight to Akbar. I think Tom had given up on that one. Didn't even try to ground the bat. That gets through. Takes the 1 again. Farhad over pitching a touch. He's doing well to keep it to singles. He does try to go that bumper he did last over. Verster may well go over the top of point. There is nobody in the deep. Plan will be trying to get him to hook where they've got coverage on the leg side. Goes full, goes aerial, goes over the top of Akbar. And 1 bounce for another boundary for Verster. And he is making them pay for that dropped catch. Farhad looking a little tired at the end of his spell. Of course, the first weekend of cricket in Hong Kong under Ramadan for 2026. Many of the players are fasting. Full again, back over the top of the bowler's head. Benny gets around, gets the body in the way as well. That was good work. Missed the no ball in there as well, so that's just a bonus run for KCC. 8 off the over, still 3 balls remaining. Well, that's swatted, one bounce to Zakir. End to end he goes. Wherever he does, the ball does follow. Where's he going now? I think Zakir thought that was the end of the over and was jogging down to the other end towards the Austin Road end. He's just been informed, hang on, no. Still 2 balls left, back to long on you go. You're just doing more exercise, unnecessary. Right, he's back at long on after moving all the way almost to square leg. Good Yorker length from Farhad this time. And another good chop out from Zenden. Keep the runs ticking over, run off every ball. Partnership up to 38, just like that, off 33 deliveries. Much needed. Look good today, KCC. They look flat last weekend against PACC. They've still got to close this out. Only 137 on the board so far. Swatted. This is going to be a 1 bouncer to Bubba. And it'll round out a good over for KCC. 11 runs coming from it. 138 for 5. 3 overs remain. Ali Hassan back into the attack to bowl out his final over of his 4-over spell. 1 for 19 so far, getting the big wicket. Hassan Khan. Little mid-wicket combo between captain and Ali Hassan. Maybe they're thinking leg side stumping. Let's see. He did drag it down the leg side. Just pushed around the corner for a single. Floats it up there. Miss-hit from Zenden. Oh, misfooted. Slip over in the field's going to mean the miss-hit goes for 4. Certainly didn't get that one out of the screws, Verster. And that brings up his half-century. A fabulous 50 again. Back-to-back half-centuries for Zenden Verster. 52 off 32. 5 fours, 2 maximums. And a fighting knock when KCC were in a bit of trouble. And pops that one up over the top of square leg for 6. That brings up the half-century partnership between these two. 50 off 37 deliveries, 4 fours, 2 maximums, including that one. He's picked it up, targeted the short boundary. They had the deep square in place, but it was just high enough over the top. And this is another expensive over for USRC. As Verster is in a mood. No run this time. Chopping away. And Sulka at point. Keeps that one to a dot. 14 legal deliveries remaining. 149 on the board. The Wasp now going my way, heading towards the 180 figure. Again, winds up but picks out deep mid-wicket. Don't want to slip over and make a mistake again. Keeps that one to 1. That's the 150 up for KCC. 3 milestones in and over. Half century for Verster, half century partnership, and the 150 for KCC. All in 5 balls. And Heisinger's picked that one up and put it in the tree over the back in the children's playground of the swimming pool pavilion. That was a big over. 18 runs coming from it. As you can see, the partnership up to 57 now of 40 deliveries. Pretty even as well. Verster 32, Heisinger 24 of it, as he's got 24 of 23 deliveries. Just what KCC needed when they were in that spot of bother. Benny Paras Singh to bowl the penultimate over, the final over from the pavilion end. No luck so far today for Benny Paras Singh. Should have had a wicket. Should have had the wicket of Heisinger. It was chopped up in the air. And 3 couldn't decide who was going to catch it. It's a couple of chances for both these players out there, but they've taken full advantage since then. Now they've got 12 deliveries left to see what sort of score KCC can post. Verster on strike. On 59. Winds up, but he's going to pick out that man again. Zakir Hyatt. I'm not even going to mention where that one's gone, because you know exactly where it's gone. It's gone to the man in the red shoes, Zakir Hyatt again. Doing the work in the deep, keeping it to 1. So tidy so far from Benny, just 2 singles from his final over. Oh, that's coming our way, but it's not going to make it. Bubba's getting underneath it. Makes no mistake this time. Missed out the first time, but gets the wicket of Verster. Benny gets his first. That's the end of a fine knock. Zendon Verster departs for 60. KCC lose their 6th on 158. That brings head coach of Kowloon Cricket Club, Wakas Barker, to the crease at number 8. He's got 9 balls to see what damage he can do. Sizing up the leg side. No deep square leg in place. But Bubba is, of course, out at deep mid-wicket. Oh, looks to sweep away. Gets hidden. 2 wickets and an over for Benny Paris Singh. Slowing things down, which is good. Dan Pascoe faced the final delivery from the pavilion end. He looked to wind up on it. Get through for a single. End of a very good over for Benny Paris Singh. He finishes with 2 for 29. KCC with an over to go, 159 for 7. Death over will go to Zakir Hyatt, man of the moment. Been on camera all day. 2 overs, 1 for 15 so far for Zakir. Bowled his first 2 overs from the pavilion end. He'll be at the Austin Road end to finish proceedings. Pascoe with a single has retained strike. 180, probably a bit too far now. To try to push to 170 though. Find 11 runs off this over, perhaps. Last week, I think Pack scored 187. Or was that what KCC scored? Went down by 18, I remember that. Yeah, 185 is what KCC scored last game. Lost by 18. The score's going to be lower than that today. On a pitch that doesn't seem to be doing too much. Scooped in the air. Not going to carry to Benny in the deep. Gets the one, puts Heisinger back on strike. He's at the quarter century mark, 25 off 24. What can he do? Trying to push the score up. 160 on the board. Oh, good delivery. Staying just, no, not good enough. I thought it stayed just inside. Umpire Tabrak could see it just outside the blue line. Take Farhad Hyatt out of the equation, and the bowling's been very tidy from USRC. He's bowled the majority of the extras between the wides and the no ball. Just a loose one there from Zakir. Oh, scooped away in the air. Could be another catch for Bubba. It is another catch for Bubba. And that's the end of Heisinger. A very nice quarter century, 25 off 25 deliveries comes to an end. And KCC, a risk of being bowled out here. They're 161 for 8. A Iqbal to the crease at number 10. And a bit of a problem for KCC today as they keep putting it down the throat of Bubba Hyatt. Dropped 1, caught 2. So Zakir's got a second, and he's got 4 balls left. Teak on strike. Oh, gets a Yorker to start with too. Good ball from Zakir. Could have been chasing 180, 190 USRC. As it stands, it looks like it's going to be mid-160s. Full, chops straight to extra cover, but a ricochet off Ali Hassan allows the single. So the number 9 and number 10. Now combining, trying to round this innings out. Dan can hit a big ball. Does have the nickname Dot Pasco. And that's when he's a specialist two-day cricketer. No slouch with the bat. Like that. Did he get enough on it? No! Is that a catch in the deep? What a brilliant catch it was. Thought it was travelling for 6. In the end, Abbas has taken a great catch out at mid-wicket, again running a long way around. Pasco departs with 1 ball remaining. KCC 162 for 9. Dashvora facing the last delivery. Needs to survive, needs to find some runs. Can KCC find some runs? Or will they be bowled out? Let's find out. Zakir's got 3 for now. And here we go. Zakir Hayat to Dashvora. Gives himself some room. Misses it all. It's going to be a dot to finish with. And we're in the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club in the Premier League T20 series for Cricket Hong Kong China. USRC electing to bowl after winning the toss and restricting KCC to 162. We're going to have a look at the batting and bowling card as we move into the innings break. And the batting opened by Jamie Atkinson, a fine 39 until he was bowled by Aftab Hussain. And a bit of a stutter, Sonny not getting started, Samad Khan out for a duck. Azad's again just getting a little start and then holding out 14 off 18, but a fine 60 again, another 60 from Zenden Verster, top scoring for KCC, and a cameo 25 off 25 for Tommy Heisinger, getting the score up to 162. The bowling card for USRC. And a 3 for Zakir Hayat, helped by 2 in the last over, 3 for 18. 2 for Benny Paras Singh in his final over as well, 2 for 29. 2 for Farhad Hayat, 2 for 30, and a single wicket. And a couple of the bowlers, Aftab Hussain and Ali Hassan. So we're in the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club. When we come back, USRC will require 163 for victory. Join us then. Pulled away, forward of square. That's gone all the way as well. Flat bat 6. Gets underneath at the end of the partnership, the end of the big innings. Another quick single. This is a mix-up, a direct hit. Could be out, should be out. It is out anyway. And he's gone straight through and cleaned up. The lights go up. Notices his middle stump is missing. Oh, it's flat and it's straight. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Pulled away, forward of square. That's gone all the way as well. Flat bat 6. Gets underneath at the end of the partnership, the end of the big innings. Another quick single. This is a mix-up, a direct hit. Could be out, should be out. It is out anyway. He's gone straight through and cleaned up. The lights go up. Notices his middle stump is missing. Oh, it's flat and it's straight. One bounce, 4 runs. Deep forward of square. That's gone all the way as well. Flat bat 6. Gets underneath at the end of the partnership, the end of the big innings. Another quick single. This is a mix-up, a direct hit. Could be out, should be out. It is out anyway. He's gone straight through. Innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club. 162 on the board. So USRC will need 163 for victory. Aaron Bush with you. Bhavik Durat and Shahid Wasif out in the middle. Atiq Iqbal to open proceedings from the pavilion end for KCC. Shahid on strike. Atkinson in first slip. Heisinger with the gloves on. It's game time. Starts with one down the leg side. Second one just inside the trams, it looks like. So picks up the dot. First runs off the bat today. Durat on strike. That one's gone down the leg side to the left-hander. Another one down the leg side. It's going to be wides +4, it looks like. Nose cut off just on the ropes. Get back for 2, so wides +2. Calls of catch, one bounce to Pascoe. They're going to run on the arm and just wide. Would have been close. I think he was safely through there. Bhavik finds the one. Shouldered arms from Shahid. Looks to cut away on the offside, straight to point though. Bottom edge through gully. No run, so 7 runs coming from the first. USRC Premier needing another 170. Another one for 56 from here. Waka's Baka opening the bowling from the Austin Road end for KCC. Finds a single just forward of square. Pascoe does the fielding. Floats one down onto the toes and chops out down to long on. As is always the case with Wakas, flying through his over. And again, right in the block hole. Gerard unable to chop it out into a gap. That time can find a gap though. Samar not able to get there. That's going to be a boundary. First one of the innings for USRC. As Gerard just picks the gap between point and cover. Races away to the shorter boundary. Near the scorer's tent. Then tip and run. Sonny B onto it quickly, but can't prevent the single. 7 runs coming from the second, as it was in the first. After 14, USRC. After 2, they're 14 for none, needing another 149. A nice boundary. Again, Wakas being tidy, but also going for a boundary in his second. Two balls left of the fourth. Big wind-up from Gerard. Punches it out to long on. Oh, it's in the air. Atiq Iqbal takes an easy catch, and a falling over Shahid Wasif has to depart. The first wicket falls for USRC. Shahid out for 6. USRC after 4 at 27 for 1. He does it all the time, and he does it again. Wakas Bakat getting the breakthrough. Getting the captain out for 6. USRC on 27, and will bring Bubba Hyatt to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end at the end of the over, and the man that took the catch, Atiq Iqbal, will continue. 2 overs, none for 14 so far for Atiq. Bhavik Durat still out there. Fine 14 so far. Winds up on that one and up and over the top into the dugout for 6 to start with. Moves to 20. This time chops out the Yorker. Goes for the quick single. That will bring Bubba Hyatt on strike. Have a look at the field setup for Bubba versus Atiq. You're putting a deep square leg. Well, it'll be a deep square leg. And a long on, which is not very long. Bowling from the pavilion end, Dan Pascoe. Right next to the pavilion. Zend and Verst are out at deep square leg, the two outside the circle. Oh, and a swing and a miss to start with. Oh, actually a swing and a edge. It flew away past the slip cordon. It might have come off the hands of Heisinger, actually. Darted away. That one's a stinger for Tom. One of the perils of having to stand up for someone of Atiq's pace. Bubba tries to go onto the leg side, but was late onto it. Zaz Khan making sure Bhavik stays honest and has to get back at the non-striker's end. Oh, he wants a tip and run again. There's no run there. Had to scamper back. A good fight back from Atiq now after going for a maximum off the first delivery. Racking up 3 dot balls against Bubba. Won't stay that way for long. KCC will not want Bubba to get settled and get set. Oh, he's put that one down. Oh dear. Looked like it was a chance. It's gone begging. Have a look on the replay. At the end of the over, 7 runs coming from it. Was that a life to Bubba Hyatt? After 5, USRC 34 for 1, needing another 129 at 8.6. After getting the wicket, change in bowling from the Austin Road end. Dan Pascoe with the left arm into the attack for the first time today. We know this pitch can give up a bit of turn. Perhaps lefty to lefty is the target here. Long on for the left-hander, plus a deep mid-wicket. Over the wicket for Pascoe. And looks to pull away, goes forward of square, work to do. Vesta won't get there. It was in the air for a bit, but Wakas was at backward of square. That one went forward of square. Nice placement from Gerard. He continues on his merry way. 25, quarter century for Bavik. So Pascoe and captain Jamie Atkinson want a change in the field. Jamie himself will come across to mid-wicket, allowing Verster to be a little bit squarer out in the deep. Oh, it's in the air and taken. Got hit for 4, but then gets the breakthrough. That is the end of Darath for 25. A good catch. Looks like Samad Khan there at extra cover takes the catch. And the second wicket falls for USRC on 38. That was crunched. Samad did not have to move. Watch a replay on the roaming camera angle. He picked it up, smacked it straight to Samad. Bring Akbar Khan to the crease at number 4. These are the danger pair for USRC and danger for KCC. Either of these two get going. They might chase this down quickly. And if they can continue to take wickets here and there, a bit like KCC lost a couple of wickets late in the power play. Now all of a sudden, they've lost 2. Both the openers back in the dugout. And the number 3 and number 4 need to combine. Still need another 125. The run rate required. Handy. It's easy. It's doable. 8.52 at KCC. No panic stations there. I've already seen a 4 off this over. It's going to be a matter of retaining wickets for USRC and a matter of taking wickets for KCC. Akbar dances early on. These two over the years have had quite the battle. Akbar Khan and Dan Pascoe. Been playing for quite some time. Akbar at USRC. Always a feature of the Premier League side and the Sunday Elite Div 1 side. Atkinson got himself into the slip position now with that left-hander gone. Winds up inside edge, just backward of square. Sonny B Cuts that one off. So a boundary, then a wicket and 3 dots. And the over leading up to the end of the power play has come back in KCC's favour. Was late on that one as well. Just a dab poke off the end. So it will be 4 and a wicket coming from the 6th. Power play done. USRC 38 for 2. Comparison time. KCC were 57 for 3. Pretty much on target for a 200, but pegged back to 162. So with 14 overs remaining, USRC need another 125 at 8.93. Change of bowling from the pavilion and outside the power play. Hassan Khan, the express quick for KCC into the attack for the first time today. Be very dangerous with that Yorker delivery. Just needs to make sure restricts his oversteps, which he can be prone to. With the power play done, Bubba on strike. There's a deep square leg, a deep mid wicket, and a long on. No long off. There's a mid-off of Wakas. Is he going to go back? Is he staying inside the circle? He's staying inside the circle. There's a deep extra cover and a deep third. Hassan to Bubba. Starts fast and just keeps it inside the tramp. Stretching Bubba. Looks back at the umpire. It's in the books as a dot. Oh, it flies away down to deep third. One bounce to Pascoe. Finds the single. Puts Akbar back on strike. Unable to get off the mark last over against Pascoe. Doesn't mind pace on bat, though. Given any width from Hassan. He'll look to wind up. Or he could just go the soft hands back with a point. Samad decides not to pull the trigger on that one. No one inside the circle to back up. So he'll take a single as well. He gets off the mark and down the non-striker's end. Bubba back on strike. Akbar 1 off 5, Bubba 1 off 6. Not the fastest of starts I've seen from either of these two, but they need to stick around, make it to the drinks break, much as we said in the first innings. And they can do that, then they had a chance to accelerate and chase down these runs. Oh, effort ball from Hassan, and too quick, squaring Bubba up. That Wasp projector, it's very even, currently in the favour of USRC, but only just 52%. At the moment, good bowling from Hassan, keeping it nice and tidy, and there we go. Back-to-back dot balls, and the computer projector is a 50-50 chance. Hedging its bets, the computer. Either team could win, which is fair at this point of the game. Either team could win. As I said, these two really need to be at the crease at the drinks break in 3.1 overs. A very nice straight bat. Wakas will jog across and cut that one off. Keep it to 1. Bubba will retain strike. 3 runs coming from the 7th. USRC 41 for 2. Needing another 122 at 9.38. Dan Pascoe to bowl a second. Very tidy. Went for a boundary off his first delivery and then it was a wicket and dots. And he continues from the Austin Road end. Certainly coming off the middle nicely for Bubba, but can't find the gaps at the moment. Picks out Verster at extra cover. The shadows creeping across Carlone Cricket Club for another Sunday afternoon in February. There's a nice straight flat bat as well. But there's a long off in place. So only the single. Bubba, 3 off 11. Certainly taking his time today. Used to have a rule when Bubba played internationals, and I'm sure we'll be seeing him next week for the Balhinia Falcon Trophy. If you let him get to 20 deliveries, he's going to get a score. He's faced 11 so far. Akbar decides that's the way to do it and find a single. Just keep pushing it out to long off. He's hit that hard. Work to do for a teak out in the deep. He will get there, though. Another single to Bubba. Now Akbar takes the hand off. He's not going to get it past Verster. So a dot. Another tidy over from Dan. Keeping that run rate required pressure on, creeping towards 10 and over. It's still 8 wickets in hand. It's in USRC's favour. Fired that one in and just past the outside edge. So dot to finish with. 3 runs coming from the 8th. USRC 44 for 2. Needing another 119 at 9.92. Hassan to continue from the pavilion end. Bubba on strike. Drops it in short. Gets given the treatment. Oh, that's big. That's Jordan Parther. That might have even been a PLA'er. Might have made it into the Garrison building, that one. Wait to see if it's bounced off a tree back in or we need a replacement. But I think it might have dropped down in from the trees. It was very high. It did. Oh, thank you, KCC trees. Too short from Hassan Khan. Now Bubba. It was 4 off 12. It's 10 off 13. And that's better. A better length from Hassan. Ask some questions of Bubba. He likes to try to bowl the bumper, Hassan. But that one was either not short enough or not quick enough. It was just in the slot for Bubba to punch over long off. The next one, better length. Oh, that's in the air, but won't carry out to Wakas. And Bubba Hyatt, who would know Wakas better than most, very quickly scampered back as the throw came in. So good comeback from Hassan after going for a maximum. 50 up with that maximum, of course. Almost a third of the way there for USRC. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Atik gets underneath it, and the big wicket of Bubba Hyatt. He's out for 10. Hassan strikes as USRC lose their third on 50. Wow, that's a massive wicket in the context of this game. Have another look at it from a different angle. Atik getting underneath it nice and early. Got his hands set well. And that's a massive wicket. Was half not sure if it was going to be caught or if it was going to land in our lap in the broadcast tent. But in the end, it landed in the lap of Atik Iqbal. And this would be Rugved Insulka to the crease at number 5. Now, Rugved Ratnaka Insulka, I know little to nothing about. Can't recall calling a game. He's wearing possibly Ibrahim Kashif's shirt, or Kashif Sham's shirt. So we're about to find out what he's got, and can he help USRC pick up their first win of the season? Hassan's got a wicket after going for a maximum and got a new batter on strike. And gets the Yorker and chopped away. Atkinson was there waiting for a catch, didn't carry. Very good comeback from Hassan. Learnt from the first ball not to bowl that to Bubba. And made sure that fourth delivery got onto him too quick. That's why Bubba skied it rather than depositing it into the boundary cafe at KCC. Drop that one a bit shorter. Zulka pulls away. Would have attained strike after getting off the mark. A successful over for KCC. 7 runs coming from it after 9. USRC are 51 for 3. Pascoe to take us up to the drinks break. Gets one to skid on. Nice first delivery. Fuller this time, and we'll find a single through the vacant cow corner area. So Akbar, he's 2 off for 8. In no hurry at the moment. Squares him up. Might have been a height issue as well as drifting. All of a sudden, wickets falling and dots piling up. The computer projector started to plummet for USRC. 25% now. It was 50% a couple of overs ago. Winds up, toe of the bat. There's a chance in the deep. No, just enough on it. Goes all the way for 6. Samad was waiting. Just enough on it. Akbar goes big for the first time today. He won't want to follow Bubba, who went big and then got out. Want to survive one more ball. Well, he won't be taking a drink. He can take a rest for the drinks break after this delivery. And zipped on through. Fast one. Bit of anger from Pascoe to get us into the drinks break. 10 overs done, 10 remain. USRC are 58 for 3. They need another 105 at 10.5. Final drinks break of the day is done here at Cowling Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you, and a change in bowling from the pavilion end to take us to the end of this match. Azaz Khan can take over proceedings. And Sulka on strike. There we go, Azaz. Sulka starts with a straight bat through an empty mid-on. Hassan comes in from long on. Finds the single, but the run rate required continues to grow, 10.58. 7 wickets in hand, though. There's quite a few names on the list today for USRC. I'm not sure about the batting. Interestingly, the opening batter from last week for USRC, Mohammad Osama, is 12th today. That's one less they've got in the batting stocks. Wrapped on the thigh pad. Should be a leg by. Did he get a little bit of inside edge? Did a little bit of inside edge. So it will be a single. .103 off 58 for USRC. Trying to notch up their first win of the series. That's flat batted. It's not got all of it. It's not going to carry out to a teak. In the end, Hassan picks up. They'll just take one. It's in the air for a long time, but pick the gap between Hassan Khan and Atiq Iqbal. Both out on the ropes. Hassan looking a little tired as well after his spell. Not tired from batting. Didn't last long today, Hassan. And again, they're just finding the constant single through the leg side. Is it going to force any changes? No, they're going to keep all three out on the ropes forward of square. And the fine leg is inside the circle. Dashvora yet to be throwing the ball. Oh, a big wild swing and a miss as it goes floating outside the off stump. So tidy start so far from Azaz Khan. 4 or 5 and over is not going to win it for USRC. And scooped out on the offside for a single. Sonny does the fielding, keeps it to 1, so it will be 5 runs. And now USRC need exactly 100 for victory. They're 63 for 3, needing to go at 11.11 in the final 9 overs. Wakas Barkat back into the attack. Pascoe having a break. Wakas 2 overs, 1 for 12. A good one zipping past as he pushes across the body. I'll push that one too far across the body. It did. Sort of toe of the bat. Through cow corner in the end for a single. So doing what Ahmed Abbas had to do in the first innings and on a long way around from deep mid-wicket. Now Akbar, 10 off 14. He scoops that one out to long off for another single. KCC can defend 162. It's going to be a big effort on this ground. We know the scores that sometimes can be hit like that. It's in the air. Oh, Sonny Bansara completely lost sight of that one and almost took his head off. It's gone for 6. He literally lost sight of that just as it was about to take the catch. He's pleading his case. Maybe Sonny needs to get a pair of sunnies because he completely lost that one in the sun. Well, that's a chance gone begging. Akbar Insula, I should say. Should have been out. Can say the Suns the 12th player for USRC, perhaps, if they get the win. That one's scooped out off the toe. One bounced to Samad in the deep. So a good over runs-wise. And chance goes begging for KCC. 10 runs coming from the 12th. USRC Premier 73 for 3, needing another 90 at 11.25. Azaz to continue. Just 5 runs coming from his first, all in singles. And Sulka on strike. Looked to wind up again, but then rapidly changed his shot there to defend. .1 overs done at the same time. KCC 100 for 5. So they put on another 62 from this point. As USRC Premier need to put on another 90. Certainly doable, still under 2 a ball. This good bowling lineup from KCC. We like to keep the pressure on. That's a massive top edge. Who's getting underneath it? Dash Vora gets himself set and got himself 2 set. Ended up missing that one as well. Well, that's another life to Insulko. He's got 2 in about 4 balls. It was very high in the air, and Dash thought he'd got himself perfectly set, but then it dropped a foot or 2 in front of him. Living dangerously, but living. Insulka moves to 14. He was dropped on 8. Should have been, well, missed catch on 8 and 15. Akbar's going to hole out to Wakas, though, and that's the end of Akbar Khan for 11. The 4th wicket falls for USRC on 74. Easiest of catches for head coach Wakas Barkat, and Azaz, who should have got a wicket the ball before, gets one. And it's the big wicket of Akbar Khan for 11. And USRC now 4 down for 74, still requiring another 89. KCC can cinch their third victory of the tournament. Zakia Hyatt will come to the crease at number 6. Also easy to see. He was everywhere in the first innings. Wherever he went in the field, the ball followed. Also managed to snare a wicket with the ball in hand. They've still got Zakir, they've still got Farhad, so they've still got batting to come. Benny Parasingh can belt a big ball too, so KCC need to keep the pressure on here. But much like the first innings, we're seeing a lot of catches and a lot of mishits, so the ball perhaps sticking or skidding a bit too much for the batters today. It was quite a green top when we started this morning for the Women's Premier League. Drying out a bit in the sunshine today. Azar starts with a Yorker, well defended by Zakir. Now with the wicket falling, and a tight over so far from Azar's. That run rate required is now up to over 2 a ball, 12.14 currently. Big thick edge, flies through the slip cordon that's vacant down to Pascoe at deep third. No chance of a catch on that one. He'll get off the mark, but it's a fluky single to start with for Zakir. Now, Insulka, who's been given 2 chances in the last 6 deliveries, back on strike. Maybe a 3rd time's a charm for KCC. Or maybe Insulka can carry on. Help push USRC to victory. Final delivery of the 13th. He uses the wrists and he's going to take full advantage. That's put on top of the training nets. Zendenverst, just a passenger watching it fly up over the top. So what was a tidy over, including a wicket falling, ends up going for 8 after 13. USRC 81 for 4. Almost halfway there. They need another 82 at 11.71. Dan Pascoe back into the attack. Final over for him today. 3 overs, 1 for 14 so far. Starts with a good one. And soft hands. Meaning work to do for Azaz coming around from point. Now in Sulka, he's not going to die wondering. He's gone aerial 3 times at least in the last 8 deliveries. Got 2 sixes out of it. 2 lives. This time he can only defend. Good for USRC just to see Pascoe off without losing another wicket. But of course, all these dots and ones build the pressure again. And the run rate required, 81 off 39. And again, can do nothing but dot. Almost in full shade now, the pitch. Just one streak of sunshine across the middle. That will be gone very shortly. Where's that one gone? That's just a punch for 4 over to the little red tractor. It's nice, that one from Insulka. Just leant into it. Picked the gap, went over the top of Versta and extra cover inside the circle. And then just dots it out to finish with. Pascoe's bowled out, 4 overs, 1 for 19. 14 done, 6 remain. USRC, 86 for 4. Hassan Khan to bowl over number 15. 2 overs, 1 for 10 so far. He's been good. Apart from that one, he dropped in short and Bubba gave him some treatment. He's been tough to get away. Zakir on strike. Again, too quick. He's poking at it from Zakir. Still a chance USRC could collapse, but there's a chance that this could go to the 20th and KCC defends 162, which will be an impressive effort. I don't think they'd be thrilled with the score they put on the board. Would have felt that they were 20 or 30 short at least. The game's not gone from USRC either, by any stretch of the imagination. But that's gone straight up in the air. Can anyone get there? Someone calls for it. It looks like Samad Khan's the one that called for it, and he's the one that gets it. That's the end of Zakir Hyatt for 2. USRC lose their 5th on 86. I thought we were going to see a repeat of what we saw in the first innings with 3 players converging and nobody going for it. But Samad, the youngster, the speedster, came screaming from point and took a good, well-judged catch to get rid of Zakir Hyatt. Halfway down now for USRC. And Farhad Hyatt comes to the crease to replace Zakir. Feel like these two are the last real hope for USRC. Not putting any shade on the rest of the batting lineup for USRC, but Farhad, we know what he can do, especially at KCC. He has to go at more than 2 a ball. He's done it before. I think the last time I saw him bat here against the Templars, he scored a 70-odd and about 35. He's going to have to do that here as well. He's got Insulka still at the other end, sticking around 24 off 20. He's got 5.4 overs to try to find 77 runs here, Farhad. But Hassan, he's got 2. Like I said, he's bowled 14 deliveries. He got hit for a 6. Take that out of the equation. He's got 2 for 4. And 1 bad ball, Phil, from Hassan today. Can keep that up. Can help KCC pick up their victory. Finish off the round robin. Well, there's Farhad doing exactly what I expected him to do. Off the first delivery. Up into the second tier to 6. That's the way to get off the mark, Farhad Hyatt. And that's what he's going to do. It's going to be a matter of KCC finding a way for him to make a mistake, because he is going to attack from the outset, as he has, and won't stop until he's got the victory, or KCC can get him out. What does Hassan do? Being hit for a second 6. That's swatted in the air, and Doe doesn't carry. Just noticed Sonny had found some sunnies They're not his. He's not wearing them, and he's just given them back to... Oh, no, he's got a different pair. Doesn't want to drop another catch out in the deep, or miss another catch. So Hassan Khan's been hit for 2 sixes, and it's the 2 cousins. One was Bubba, one was Farhad. Now, Insulka back on strike. 24 off 20. Scoops out, goes straight. Wakas onto it quickly. I think a direct hit there, and he was gone. Wakas's eyes lit up on this one. You could see Insulka coming. Fired it in, but ended up hitting him in the pad. Would have been a 50-50. Couldn't quite tell from my angle. Living dangerously is Rugved. He's down the non-strikers, and Farhad back on strike. Takes a step back, winds up, and one bounce for. That was only a metre to the left of Wakas. And so 12 runs coming from the 15th, just what USRC required. 98 for 5, netting another 65 at 13 exactly per over. Looks like Wakas to bowl out here. Pascoe's bowled out. Wakas to bowl out. 3 overs, 1 for 22. Does mean we're going to need a bowler from the Austin Road end for the 18th. The 16th will be Wakas, but the 18th and 20th is going to have to probably be one of the quicks. They haven't used Dash. Atik's still got overs remaining. You'd expect he takes the ball from the pavilion end. Oh, big thick edge. He's going to find a boundary out of it as it just goes through the slip cord and past the right hand of Tommy Heisinger. And the run's starting to float. 100 up for USRC. Tough chance. I mean, no chance for Heisinger. No slip in place. It's a big, thick edge, though. Popped up in the air, and that's going to be back-to-back 4s. Well, well, well. The fight back is on. 3 4s in a row now for USRC. So they've scored the 12. They required an over in the last 3 balls. And they've got the run rate required down from 13 to 12.21. What does Wakas do now? Fires it in. And they put Azaz at a backstop just for that stroke. So gets the dot. Scooped out. They're going to run on the arm of Verster. He fires quickly, but Sulka is coming as well. Oh, stand and deliver. Swat. Work to do for Dash Vora. Oh, brilliant effort. Wow. Missed it on the cam. It was right in the dead spot, but sliding on his knees. Cut that off. Save 2 runs. Could be the winning 2 runs. 1 ball left of whack spell. Slows it up. Scooped over the top of Atkinson, so Vora will again do the fielding. It'll just be 1. Farhad will retain strike, though, which is important. After 16, USRC 110 for 5. They need another 53 at 13.25. Azaz Khan to bowl the 17th. And another big wind-up. He's going to get 4 for this one as well. Here comes Farhad Hyatt. 18 off 6. The team needed to go at over 2 a ball. He's going at 3 a ball. A strike rate of 300. Not at any point where Farhad was aiming. But the result is still a win for USRC. This one should be just a single out to a teak in the deep. This one is going to go deep, I feel. Do not turn away. 48 off 22. Not easy, not impossible. And Sulka, 34 off 25. Goes straight, but straight to Hassan Khan. Singles a win to KCC. But it brings Farhad back on strike. Gets back of the crease, winds up, that's 6 more. The Ryans continue to reign at KCC. That's stuck. We're going to need a new ball for that one. It is stuck right there. There it is. Hanging over the U. Just to rub salt into the KCC team. They go look up there and constantly see the 6 that Farhad has hit. A new ball being run out by third umpire Shorten de Cruz. 41 off 20. Almost got it back to 2 a ball again. Farhad Hyatt, 25 off 8. That's crazy. And all of a sudden, the computer projector's giving USRC a 30% chance. And a big group discussion between the hierarchy. Atik's there. Jamie was there, the captain. Coach Wakas, even Hassan. All involved. Well, Hassan's more interested about where the ball's stuck. He's pointing out that's there above the U. They have to figure out what they're going to do bowling to Farhad, especially from the pavilion end. He loves doing this. It's what he does best. Just gets back of the crease, scoops it up, short boundary. So Azaz comes in again. But this one's gone straight up in the air. Hassan Khan gets underneath it. Takes the catch, the big wicket. Farhad Hyatt's out for 25 as USRC lose their 6th to 122. Well, that could be a game-winning catch. Farhad out for 25 off just 9 deliveries, but he's got to go. And now USRC with 4 wickets in hand start to get into the tail end. I'd expect it's Benny Paras Singh coming out at number 8. We'll get confirmation on that shortly. But wow, going for 12 runs. Zaz gets the right ball, and Hassan Khan, well, his heart would have been in his mouth there for a while because it was in the air for a long time. He was set for a long time. He certainly wouldn't have wanted to drop that in front of the KCC members watching on just in front of him. He didn't. Gets the big wicket. And it is Benny Paras Singh as expected. Coming in at number 8. Now, Benny's another one who can hit a big ball, a bit like Farhad. He's not got a lot of time to get set. 3.1 overs remaining, 41 off 19. Runs per over required, still just sitting around the 13 per over. There's 12 off this already. Final delivery of the 17th. All right, scooped up in the air. Verster getting underneath it, takes a great diving catch. Back-to-back wickets. Azaz Khan's on a hat-trick, but it's the end of the over, the end of Benny Paras Singh for a duck, a golden duck at that. USRC lose their 7th on 122. What a great diving catch. I think to start with, Zenden didn't quite pick this up in time and then realised he had to motor, and motor he did, and a lunge forward at the last moment to get the hands underneath, take a great catch. Puts Azaz Khan on a hat-trick if he bowls another over. Maybe he will bowl the 19th to bowl out. And Atiq Iqbal is going to take over from the Austin Road end. He should have 2 overs left, so we'll be bowling the 18th and 20th. Oh, he's only got 1 over left. 3 overs, none for 21 so far. That means there's still somebody required to bowl the final over from the Austin Road end. Perhaps they're hoping they can find 3 more wickets before that is needed. After to the crease at number 9. He's at the non-striker's end. Insulka's still out there. Been out there for a while, losing regular partners. But it was Farhad who was doing the damage. Now can Insulka fire up? 35 off 26. He's hit 2 maximums already. He's going to need to find a few more. Run rate required, 13.67. 41 off 18. And Hong Kong's premier opening bowler, Atiq Iqbal, has the duties from the Austin Road end. Flicked around the corner. Atkinson was inside the circle, so it's gone for 4. It had deep square leg in place for most of the innings. This time they decided to mix it up, protect the offside. When I got popped over the top of Atkinson's head. And they pick up a 4 to start with. Staying in the hunt, 37 off 17. Looking to scoop that, guide that through the slip cordon to the short boundary for another 4, but it's a dot. And again, trying to get inventive and shuffling across so far. He's not going to get the wide for that one. Atiq followed him into the trams. Clever bowling. And very clever from Atiq. Wanted to go the little ramp shot over the top of the keeper's head. So Iqbal followed him. Stays set this time and gets the slower ball and misses it all. This is good from Atiq Iqbal, what we expect. And then the Yorker length, and he can scoop it out. A win again for KCC. And it puts Aftab Hussain on strike. Yet to face a ball. We'll face the final delivery from Atiq Iqbal today. It's a full one. Work onto it quickly. A little shy. It'll just be a single, so 6 runs coming from the 18th. The pressure builds for USRC. They're 128 for 7, needing another 35 at 17.5. Looks like Azaz will bowl the final over from the pavilion end, which means Hassan Khan will get the final over from the Austin Road end if it goes that far. Remember, Azaz is on a hat-trick. This is his hat-trick ball. And Sulka's going to be on strike. No. He's at the non-striker's end. Aftab Hussain gets the hat-trick ball. And gets a full toss. It'll be tough to find a hat-trick with a full toss as Azaz, but it's only a single. $11 balls remaining, 34 required. Over 3 runs per ball now. Another full toss in the air though. Wakas Bucket gets around, takes the catch, and that's the end of the very dangerous in Sulka for 40. USRC lose their 8th on 129. Applauses all round as Wakas takes another catch in the deep. And USRC now needing 34 off 10 with just 2 wickets in hand. Muhammad Abbas comes in at number 10. Well, I said Azaz Khan wasn't going to get a hat-trick with a full toss. And then the next ball, he bowls a full toss and gets a wicket anyway. So he's gone wicket, wicket, 1 wicket in his last 4 deliveries, Azaz, and changed this game completely. He's got 4 for 26. Said he didn't get going with the bat, just 14 runs, but his job today with the ball has been invaluable. Still got 4 deliveries left and still 2 wickets up for grabs. He could get himself a Michelle here. And he might get it right now. It's in the air. Atiq takes the catch. And all of a sudden, Azaz Khan's got a Michelle Pfeiffer. He's got 5 for 26. Abbas is out for a golden duck. And USRC lose their 9th on 129. A 5-wicket bag for Azaz Khan. Good catch by Atiq as well. Another one of those ones I wasn't sure if it was going to end up in our broadcast area. Or instead, skied up in the air. Atiq gets in the way, takes the catch. Did think for a bit with a scream there that Manal Qasim was going to distract Atiq taking the catch. He might have picked that up on microphone. She was excited for the 5-wicket bag. And that's the end of Abbas. So Ali Hassan will come to the crease at number 11. Once again, Azaz Khan is on a hat-trick. How is these last 5 deliveries from Azaz Khan? Wicket, wicket, 1, wicket, wicket. And all 4 wickets have been caught. So his team has not let him down today. Azaz, 1 more wicket to finish this game off and give KCC their 3rd victory of the tournament and give them a red-hot chance of making March's final game. Now the all-important hat-trick ball from Azaz. Here we go. Oh, no hat-trick again. Once again, he gets a single. The way Azaz has gone, if we're just thinking of musical beats, he's gone WW1, WW1. What's the chances this one's a W and the game is over? You get a 6 for. Aftab won't want to be a victim. He would like to at least finish the game off. 33 off 8 now. Almost impossible for USRC. That one is going to go over Atik's head. And watch out, Atik, the cameraman, because that was sailing towards you last I saw up the top there on the reef. He's going to go do the fielding. He did go do the fielding. Atik's got the ball. Not Atik Iqbal, but also an Atik Rahman, the cameraman, and he's just thrown it down and almost hit. Atik to Atik found the ball. Okay, so no wicket, keeping USRC's slim chances alive here. 27 required off 7. Right on the toes, good delivery from Azaz. And he's going to bowl out. He's going to go for 9 in his final over, but 2 big wickets, meaning with 6 deliveries remaining, USRC need 26 to win. Not impossible. Tough, not impossible. 3 6s, 2 4s. USRC win. 5 4s and a 6. USRC win. By my maths, a 6 is at least necessary. 26 off 6 deliveries. And it's going to be Hassan Khan. He's bowled well today. 3 overs, 2 for 22. So he's gone at under 6s in a T20 match. That's all he has to do for this final over. Of course, this is why you start bowling from the pavilion end, because it means the final over has the long, long boundaries over the top of the bowler's head. Much harder to scoop that 6 like we saw previous over from Aftab. Can access that shorter mid-wicket boundary. Here we go. Hassan Khan to Aftab Hussain. And, well, that helps USRC. Not the start Hassan was looking for. He did look a little tired after he finished his 3rd over. He needs to close this out. Help put his new team into the finals, perhaps, for the Premier League T20. Oh, and that's going to go for 4. Well, there's the first boundary required. Flying away past Heisinger. No chance to stop it. Okay, 21 off 5. It's almost down to just needing 4s and over now. 4s a ball, I should say. Oh, that's going to fly away for 6. There's the 6 needed. Wow, this game is not done. Aftab is swinging hard. I said it's hard to access the short boundary, but he's done it twice in 2 balls. Just get a big thick edge. 15 off 4. Wow. It's going to go down to the last ball, it looks like. A wicket. KCC wins. Another boundary. USRC creep ever closer to their first victory of the season. And that's a very good ball from Hassard. Kept it centimetres inside the trams. Perfect death over delivery. Kept it out of the arc. And now all of a sudden, 5 per ball required. So we're back for USRC fans needing maximums. Cannot win it with 4s without some extras at least as help. That was right on the money from Hassard. So he comes in again. And there's one of the extras. He's trying it again. Put too much effort in, over-rotated. 14 off 3. Still a maximum required with no more extras. A couple of 4s will make the final delivery very interesting. Winds up in the air and parried over for 6. Got the hands down to it first, but couldn't keep it in. And that's the maximum that Aftab and USRC required. 8 off 2. Now it's just 2 boundaries. No need for maximums. 2 4s will win it. Unfortunate, it was flying away with a big top spin. Got into the top of the hands of Verster. It didn't bounce forward or stay in. It bounced over the ropes. Aftab's 25 off 8 is a match-winning one, perhaps. Now the nerves are on KCC. 8 off 2. Full onto the toes. It should only be a single. They're going to push on the arm. Ali Hassan wanted to. That's all important for KCC. Now, Ali Hassan, the number 11, the young spinner, has one delivery to try to tie this game. He needs to find a maximum. He could well get a big top edge. He's going to have to swing hard. And it'll be interesting to see whether Hassan decides to go with a slower delivery just to try to take some pace off. Here we go, final delivery. And swatted straight, but it's not going to be enough. Dashvora comes around. He picks that up, and KCC are going to win a tight match here at Kowloon Cricket Club for a Sunday afternoon. KCC win by 5 and get their 3rd victory as USRC remain winless in the tournament. Have a look at the batting and bowling card to wrap up today's broadcast. And Bhavik Durat looked good. Caught a century, 25 opening the batting. Shahid not getting going. Baba Hyatt and Akbar Khan, 2 big wickets falling for just 10 and 11. Insulka's 40, invaluable, but Farhad Hyatt, how about that? 25 off 9. And then Aftab Hussain goes one better, 26 off 9, getting them oh so close to victory as they are done for 157. The bowling card dominated by one man, Azaz Khan, with his Michelle Pfeiffer, 5 for 34 off 4. Double for Hassan Khan and managing to close out the game at the end. 2 for 42. Dan Pascoe with a single wicket, 1 for 19. Tidy and miserly as always, the best econ of the day for KCC, and head coach Wakas Bucket, 1 for 34. Atiq Iqbal, no wickets today, but he was very good at beginning and end, none for 27. So there you have it. Round 4 is in the books for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series. KCC winning by 5 runs We're going to take a break from Premier League for a couple of weeks for international cricket action starting next Wednesday for the Balhinia Falcon Trophy. Hong Kong, China taking on Kuwait live from 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday from Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. I'll be over there for that one. Make sure you join us. From me, Aaron Bush, this is me signing off.